I think now I understand more why men don't want to date women with kids. Now everybody know all up and through my page, I'm a girl's girl to my core, but I got to keep it real when I see it. The children are not the problem. I really do believe that a woman with children, even multiple children, 4 or 5 kids, I don't think that's the problem. I think the problem when it comes to why a man don't want to date a woman with kids is because her child's father still has access to her. Under no circumstances should your child's father be able to be contacting you and have access to you at all times. If it's strictly about the kids and the relationship is over, there's no reason why he should have access to you all times of the night, all times of the day. It
Let me go ahead and correct this woman, bro. At the end of the day, yes, the kids have a lot to do with it. That's the biggest issue, number one, at the end of the day. And it ain't no knock to kids because, like I said, kids ain't no problem, like personally, unless they just badass little kids, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's like men going to a situation, and we're going to talk about the access part too because that is a big factor in it too. But this the thing. If I'm dating a woman who got 5 kids, right? And I'm supposed to be the man. I'm the provider. That's what I am, right? And so that means I'm responsible for everybody. So that means I got to take care of 7 people. You know what I'm saying? Now think about this in real life. Ain't none of these kids mine. So it really ain't a lot of room for me to really have kids with this woman. So I got to take care of 7 people day by day. Not saying that the woman might not be working, but at the end of the day, it ain't like everybody walking around with $300,000-$400,000 jobs. So that's 7 birthdays, 7 Christmases, 5 school clothes. Whenever they got to go to school, whenever they go to summer break, I got to get them summer clothes, and then I got to get them winter clothes. Not to mention the birthdays and the other holidays throughout the year. That's a large amount of goddamn money, bro, for a man to just be saying, I'm doing all this for y'all, all of this to say what? I'm with the woman. Now, the reality of it is this, because, you know what I'm saying, a lot of times you got to revert back to what them old folks was trying to tell you. Because at the end of the day, they was trying to tell us now, whether we was paying attention or not. Because I remember coming in thinking, oh, man, I got me one, and she got kids, and grandma saying, boy, you already got you a ready-made family, don't you? What you thinking about? What she was trying to really say is, boy, go get your own goddamn family. Plain and simple. And it ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? And I hear this out of a lot of women because at the end of the day, and most of the time it's women with a bunch of kids. What's wrong with the kids? I take care of my own kids. I don't need no man help take care of my kids. I do hear that. But at the end of the day, that's you talking about up front. If you deal with that man 6 months straight, bro, and that man walk in that house and he eating food, he walk in the house with him a plate and don't got them kids no plate, what you gonna say? Man, what kind of man is you? I can't believe you walking any kids on. At the end of the day, and me being the man that I am, I wouldn't even feel right coming in and the kids looking at me and they hungry. Even though they ain't my kids, I wouldn't even feel right. But that's the reason why men don't want all of this responsibility. At the end of the day, especially if it's not his, I done been in that situation before, man, dealing with a woman with multiple kids, woo woo, thinking this really like a real love connection. I really in love with her, she really in love with me. Whole time, she over here cheating, looking for the other dudes, this, and I'm spending all this money for no reason. I don't get nothing out of it, but I love you. And that's irrelevant because I could get that from any woman in the streets, bro. You know what I'm saying? What's so special about this woman? I need to stay here, take care of all these goddamn kids forever. Nothing, man. At the end of the day, I want to build for my own family. She ain't even left no room for us, not with 5 kids. Because at the end of the day, the majority, she going to go to your 5. No, I want my own kids. I want my own situation. I didn't talk to plenty of people. I was talking to a guy the other day about this same situation. And like what's the name? The access part, what she was talking about. And what happened was like her and the baby daddy, you know, so they had a history or whatever, and certain things this man says or does or whatever still affect this woman. So he looking at it like, why should anything this man say or do to you affect you if you ain't in love with him no more than I am? Because they have a long history, bro. At the end of the day, you can't erase history. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was trying to explain to him. Like, Go get your own family. It's much better that way, bro. I promise you it is. You know what I'm saying? Then you ain't got to worry about none of these headaches that you didn't create. Because at the end of the day, you're going to deal with headaches, especially if it's a woman who got multiple kids by multiple dudes. You're going to deal with a bunch of headaches, bro. Because at the end of the day, everybody got a different mindset. And certain dudes, like, because I ran into that problem when I was trying it. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want me to really discipline his son. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at it like, bro, I'm just here to try to better his life or whatever. But you can't tell no father to see it that way, because at the end of the day, they looking at it like they trying to protect their child. So at the end of the day, it's a no-go on all situations. You know what I'm saying? And me and this man then fell out because I'm trying to discipline his child, guide his child in the right direction, and he looking at it like, no, I don't want nobody touching my kid. That's going to create another problem. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. So it's so many red flags you could throw up, man, when it comes to this situation. At the end of the day, it's almost damn near unlimited. You know what I'm saying? So the thing about it is, yeah, to a certain degree, she right, but no, the more kids you got, the less chance you have of finding what you're looking for. Plain and simple, bro. That's just too much responsibility. And I don't think it's a man out there on the planet look at life like this. I don't mind going through my whole life being broke, long as this woman happy that I'm dealing with and her kids. I don't think it's a man on the planet that think that way. So at the end of the day, that's irrelevant, bro. It's just a no-go, like I said. But let's get back to the rest of the story, man. Then we'll come back to it, bro.
It should simply be strictly about the kids. You can co-parent and be about the kids, and your child's father does not have easy access to you. Your child's father should not be able to come to your house uninvited. Your child's father should not have free reign to do what it is that he want to do when he want to do it. Mm-hmm. Women lack boundaries when it comes to their child's father. If I was a guy, I wouldn't particularly want to deal with that either, because the situation is already sticky as is. You already have a child with them. You're already bonded with that person. Mm-hmm. So now this person can call you anytime they want. This person can get access to you anytime they want. You do have to be mature about the situation and understand that contact is going to be had because you have children. But I think a lot of times in this situation, this pertains to a lot of men that don't do shit for their kids. Because a man that don't do nothing for his kids, but he still has access to you, what's really going on here? I don't fault men for not wanting to date women with kids. And some men have never experienced that, but they know how the game go. So they probably feel like, well, if he still has access to her, then she might still want to be with him. I don't think any male or female would want to be involved in that.
Bro, I could care less. I mean, because that ain't really got nothing to do with it. I think, I think they be looking at the responsibility thing. No. Listen to me, bro. Just because this man take care of his child don't mean I want to put up with all of the extra shit that come with it, bro. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? He might be, or whatever. He might be a good parent. I ain't trying to knock no dude or whatever because it didn't work out their situation or whatever. Because he could be a great parent and a great provider or whatever, sending money over and this and that or whatever. But thing about it is I'm still gonna be responsible day by day for this child. At the end of the day, regardless of what happened and how y'all want to look at it, I'm responsible because I'm the man of the household. You know what I'm saying? If this child come to me and tell me he hungry, what you think I'm going to do? Call his father? Hey, man, your son over here hungry. No, bro, I'm a man. I have a problem with calling another man to do anything for me. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure the next man feel the same way, bro. I know he going to be looking at it like, if I do call him, peep game, if I do call him, I can only imagine what that man thinking over there. Man, this man calling me he need money to feed my son, and you got my son over here in these conditions, and this man can't even take care of him. Why you got this nigga over here? Woo? That's exactly how it's gonna go, and I feel him 100% because at the end of the day, bro, that's your job. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like me calling somebody else to feed my child. Come on, bro. No, as a man, bro, that's a no-no. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I feel her when she trying to make it be about certain things or whatever. No, baby. Take it from a man. It's just a no-go. You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with if the father active or not active. If he active, that's even better. But you don't go into a relationship relying on if he active or not. That's not how men operate. We ain't going, because that'll be, if that's the case, then I could say, like, as long as the father active and help with them kids, then you should go get a woman with kids. No, bro, it's so many other things that I can name, bro, far as like, you know what I'm saying? And I know, everybody don't become rich or whatever. But even if you become rich, you still leaving it all to her and her kids, bro. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's just how it is, and we gotta accept it that way. And the reality of it is this: ain't too many women finna do it either. You know what I'm saying? They could say all that, and all of the women that be agreeing with it, the only reason they saying that because they have kids. I hear women on the internet, I see them talking about it all the time. I ain't trying to date no man with all them kids. And at the end of the day, they ain't even providers. So if women ain't providers and they don't even think like providers, and they saying hell no to that, and most of the time, the kids be with the mother, not even the father. You know what I'm saying? So if they saying hell no to that, why is it such a problem for a man to say that? He should better say it with man, because I got to take care of all them. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, she don't. I got to take care of her too whenever I get with her. So whatever okay if it's okay for the women to say that, and they only got to take care of the kids, it should be okay for the man to say that, because it's a hell of a lot of responsibility for a man, especially if he ain't got no kids. He need to take off running like Forrest Gump at the end of the day, bro. But y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments, man. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, bro. One.